hot, but overcast here. In fact, I think it's raining. It was raining a little bit when I was up the swimming. Let me get the chat up. Yeah, I'm having to do this ironing. I've no clothes left again. Right, let me get the chat up. Okay, there we are. Found us. There we go. That's us now. Good morning, good morning. Did I do that leg? I did. Oof. I have the fan on because it's hot. And ironing when it's hot like this is torture. Right. Yeah. Ooh. Melania, good morning to you. Goldust, how are you? Good morning. Ella, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Please excuse the hair. I've just put the hair up. I can't even be bothered. It's too hot. I've changed my bedding and I'm doing an ironing, and that's about it today. It's just too hot. Last night was torture trying to get to sleep in bed. Oof. The heat. And it wasn't particularly sunny yesterday. It was like a greenhouse, I think. And it's, I'll show you out the window. Look out the window. See, it's kind of, can you see that? It's kind of overcast out the window. It's a grey sky, but it's still very warm. Pip, my beautiful Pip, good morning. Pip, how are you coping down south? How are you coping down there? I've been thinking about you all. We've had a warm couple of days, but nothing like what yous are getting. I hear. Stay nice and cool. Or let me get my Sprite today. Oh, Melania, you've got the cold. I hope you feel better soon. Oh, that's brilliant, Pip. Excellent. That's great news. That's him then into a wee routine. That'll be him in a wee routine then, Pip. That's good news. But yeah, I've heard a lot that it's been like record temperatures down south. And as I say, it's warm up here, but not as warm as what it is down south. So I feel for you. And when you're doing ironing, you're warm anyway when you're doing ironing, so that's where the fan is in. Pip, I'm doing good. I went to my therapist yesterday, my new therapist, psychologist. She's no therapist, she's a doctor, so whatever that is. Psychologist, psychiatrist, I don't know the difference. One of them anyway. I know that she's a doctor, the lady, so that was me just meeting her yesterday. So I got to tell her kind of the background, my life and stuff like that. I cried, Melania. I says to the doctor, I said, the good thing is, doctor, I said, I was at therapy not that long ago. I says, and I cried almost every visit in therapy. So the good thing for you is I won't cry at you because I've got all the crying out. Halfway through the session, I'm like, you got a handkerchief, like that. That's what I'm like. Yes, she seems really nice, Pip. She does. She seems really nice. So yesterday was just like a meet and greet kind of thing. She wanted to know about my family and my kids, and I told her just touched on the surface, like my hospital when I was a wee girl, and the cancer battle, and Sophie when Sophie wasn't well, just all that stuff that I've told you about. So she's got an idea. So I don't know what she's going to do with my brain. Hopefully she's going to tweak it a bit. I did say I like to make bad decisions. I don't know. I say that to her. I says I do make bad decisions now and again. You know, like Tango at the petrol station. I've no told her about that, but I did tell her sometimes I make bad decisions, and I don't know why I do it, but I do it. But I think we're all like that, aren't we? Are we all like that? Especially if you're having a wee bit of flavouring. Does anybody else wake up with the fear? Do you know what? I've been good though. The past wee while on a Sunday, I've woke up fine. I've had no regrets because I've not done anything wrong, which is a great feeling. Is it normal? See, Melania, sometimes you feel as if you're the only one that feels these emotions and feelings, and you think, what is wrong with me? Nobody else feels like this. So it's good being able to talk to the psychologist, whatever the doctor anyway. For somebody to tell me that it's not just me, do you know, it's not just my brain. But I'm not holding back or nothing. I'm telling her all my feelings. Flora, good morning to you, lovely Flora. Good morning. Gold Dust, are you doing good? Are you doing good, my Gold Dust? I hope so. Do you know, I'm burning up already, and I've got the fan on. Might need to get the squishy in and squish myself. I need to squishy myself, guys. Do you know, it's not as warm as what it would be in my old house. See, my old house, it really was like a greenhouse because it had so many huge windows in it. And I'm talking big, massive windows. And it faced right on wherever the sun is, the sun rises. It faced that in that direction. And see, at night, it was just boiling in there. Here it's not too bad, but it's still pretty warm. But because the clouds over it, it feels like a greenhouse because, do you know what it's like? It's like there's no much air and it's hot and muggy. How's your work, Gold Dust? Are you enjoying your work? Hope you are. Hope you're enjoying your work. Yes. So I wonder where I'm getting my wee fella. I'll need to message Amanda and find out when I'm getting them. I'm missing them. Do you know that? I'm missing them already. I'm missing them. I've been running these wee bottle maker. I've been running it every day. And in fact, I ran it when I came home there, so that it's all filtering nice and clean for when he comes out. So I've been doing that, and I've done his washing as well. That's in the room waiting on him. Oh God, it's so hot. I've got a lot to do. Already I'm feeling like giving up, and I've just started. Oh, right, batter on in, Linda. Come on, you can do it. It's just see housework and stuff when it's warm like this. You just can't be bothered, can you? Or cooking. Do you know, I could be doing me a nice salad. I would like a nice salad, but I've not got anything nice salad. Next time I go shopping, I'm going to get salad stuff because I always feel like a nice salad when it's warm like this. You do, don't you? You can't be bothered eating hot things. The prices are terrible, aren't they, Pip? The prices have, as I say, I noticed a big difference the other day. I mean, they're adding like 50 pence and stuff like that onto every item. It's shocking. Maybe even a pound or two onto some things. It's terrible. It really is. I mean, it's a bad day when they've got to put security tags on the butter. As I said to the wee guy up the swimming, I can just visualise somebody going about my area. Want any butter hen? Ready salted or normal? What do you want? Slightly salted. I can see that happening. I wouldn't buy the butter if somebody came round the door with it. A wee Ned. Here, missus, do you want to get some butter? No, I don't want any butter, but have you got a PlayStation or that there, son? Aye, I'll get you one. No bother. Did you see at the weekend, the wee Neds had ripped out the signposts for the street signpost, got ripped out the ground and got left at the bottom of my drive. I put the picture on my Facebook. I was like, well, that's that then, eh? That's the sign for the street. I know, isn't it crazy? The butter is £10 for a tub of butter. It's they're having a laugh. It's shocking what they're doing. The petrol prices. It's getting too expensive for me to drive to my swimming. That's how desperate it's becoming. Oh. The world has went bloody crazy, so it is. But listen, I wonder if Boris will get his wee party. You know what I mean? He was using taxpayer money for that. His wee party for him and his wife. You know, as long as he gets his party, we'll be all right. Eh? We'll all be all right, and the poor pensioners and stuff like that, they'll be fine as well if Boris has got his wee party. That's what we all worry about at night when we go to sleep. Will Boris get to his next party? Yes, Pip, it's true, and it's usually doing the bars. You can get anything for 40 quid. Anything. A PlayStation that's 40 quid. In fact, he even said, and this is true, you can get £60 for 40 quid. Anything. You can get, saying that you can get like a Louis Vuitton, you can get a Louis Vuitton for a fiver and stuff like that. You know, that's the place to go. I remember, as I say, I've told you this before, but when I was a cigarette smoker and you'd go down the bars and they would be selling like cigarettes, right? But obviously the custom wasn't put on these, you know, somebody'd smuggled them across the channel, whatever, right? And they were selling them down the bars. And we got some of them. And see, when you lit it up, it just went whoosh, like that. God knows what they had in it. Like that, burnt. Jesus. 2 draws out it and it was already down to the filter. Like, what the hell's in them? So you just don't know what's in the... So we never bought the dodgy cigarettes after that. That was the only time I bought the dodgy cigarettes. But doing the bars, you know, it was kind of like only fools and horses because people would be selling stuff out of suitcases, I may add. And you'd hear... And that would mean... the police and everybody would be shutting shop and all that, and you know, it was just like only fools and horses closing their trench coats. That was the good old days. That was the good old days. You used to go down there and get anything you wanted. 40 quid. A new motor, 40 quid for that, pal. So, aye, that's true. The bars the bars sold everything. And then, back in the day, remember I told you about the guy that used to come round the door with the videotapes? And, you know, we got to see pictures that weren't out in the cinema yet. It was amazing. Terrible quality, I mean, terrible quality. But we got to see, and it was Betamax I seen E.T. pirate copies, they were called. I don't know if they're still called that. They were called pirate copies. And I've seen E.T. before it was out in the pictures. What else did I see? I seen E.T. There was a few films, like blockbusters, that we seen before they were out. Marcel, my beautiful Marcel, how are you? I'm doing good. Oh, I seen Heather's after that makeup. That is it BTS makeup? I've seen that she's after that. See if she does. I'll need to watch her video unboxing it or whatever. She's like me that way, you know what I mean? You see makeup and you're like, it's not that I want to actually need this makeup. Melania, see, I've always wanted to, do you know, I've got the it's probably a romantic version, but I loved the Darling Buds of May. I absolutely loved that show, The Darling Buds of May. And it was in Kent, in beautiful Kent. And I always remember thinking to myself, if I won the lottery, I'd probably get a wee house in Kent somewhere, because the weather's much better than up here, and it's just a beautiful place to be. So see, if I had a lot of money, I think I would like to go to Kent. Kent's a gorgeous looking place. That's where I was when I went to Dover. I'm sure Dover's in Kent, isn't it? Beautiful place, absolutely. Very scenic, and when you think about the English countryside, that's the vision that you get. It's gorgeous. She will get it, won't she? Yes. I'll need to see her doing some makeup looks with it. But she was going, can I get this, Marshall? And I thought, she already knows that Marshall's going to give in to her. Yeah, too isolated can be like that, but sometimes you just want to be alone. That's right. But you'd see the pirate videos you'd be sitting watching, you could see people's heads and stuff like that in movie theatres. Put your head down, we can't see. Put your head down. Aye, that was a wee dodgy guy that used to come about the doors. They want some videotapes. About videotapes, where I've got some German movies, and they were like that kind of movie. I learned 3. I've told you this before, and it's the God's honest truth. I learned 3 words in German. We're watching the German movies. I learned Danke, that's thank you. I learned Schnell, which is faster, and I learned Wunderbar, which is wonderful. Danke, Schnell and Wunderbar. I know that. I know the words. They stuck with me all these years. I'm a naughty girl, what can I say? Oh yes, my Tingle Pink, your video was awesome. Yeah, how's the babies, Marshall? How's the tiny terrors? I see they're right on top of your kitchen units and stuff now. Exploring. Oh, the wee kittens are gorgeous. I love the wee kittens. I've got some in my eye now. Just hot. Hot. The pool this morning was freezing, but it was nice that it was freezing cold. I enjoyed my wee swimming, and I did have a jacuzzi afterwards, which was lovely. It wasn't on yesterday, the jacuzzi, so it was good to get one today. It's so hot, I'm thinking about getting a paddling pool and just whacking it in my living room. Just sitting in it all day like that. This is the life. Who says a paddling pool's got to be outside? Who makes up the rules about paddling pools? I'm sure you could have one in your living room. When the grandson's bigger, we probably will. I probably will have one in the living room and a sand pit. As long as he's happy, that's all Granny's worrying about. Oh, the wee girl kitten's got what was that band? Is that a band, aye? I don't know them. I don't know these people. 6 months already. I seen that the wee girl one's got spayed, didn't they? And they had wee onesies on because obviously their wee bellies will have been cut. That's a wee shame, isn't it? But I don't think they were liking it, eh? They looked cute as hell in their wee onesies, Marshall. I loved that. They were like, oh my God, look at them. So cute. I remember always feeling terribly sad for poor Mikey. And my Dalmatian, I may add in, my Dalmatian. When we took them to get it neutered. And they went in with a set of balls and they came out with a wee set of pancakes. And I was like, oh my God, what did Mummy do to you? What did Mummy do to you? And they're looking dead sad like that as well. Oh no, what did we do? Where did your balls go? Needs to be done. I suppose they've got to get it done. Poor Mr. Mikey. But listen, that doesn't stop him doing things with Poppy. That doesn't stop him. Twice a year the two of them are doing things that no mother should ever have to see. Especially out in the garden in front of the neighbours. The two of them. Been naughty. I'm like, get in. And it's Poppy. Poppy's a tramp. So Poppy looks at him and then runs. It's a chasing. Yeah, they grow up fast. But they're already on top of the kitchen units, Pip, the wee cats. Do you know what would happen? I would take a heart attack if I was going into the kitchen in the middle of the night and one of them was to pounce down. I would just die. Ah, did she keep hers on wee Sarah? Serendipity, isn't it? And Violet. Beautiful names for the wee kitties. Lauren, good morning, Lauren. Lauren, I'm absolutely dying with the heat here. I know people down south will be going, Linda, we're dying with the heat, you're not. Because it's a lot warmer down there, I do feel for everyone. That's the thing about Scotland, mind you. The crap weather. It's roasting hot today, but as I say, it's cloudy, so it's like that. I hope it thunders. I could be doing me a nice wee thunderstorm. I do like that. I like a bit of thunder and lightning. As long as it's not nearly hitting me, like the time in Croatia. That was scary. Golfer girl, my beautiful golfer girl. Good morning, good morning. Ooh, I'm burning up. I've still got quite a lot to do as well, and I can't be bothered. I feel like a teenager. Oh, it's too, Lauren, I know it was murder for me trying to get to sleep. I had my squishy bottle in there, so I was squishing myself. I was just sitting in front of my fan, squishing. Like that. That's what I like to do. It keeps you cool. It's a wee tip, I would say. Get a squishy bottle, just squish yourself down. Squish it. That's what I do. I squish myself down regularly. Michaela, good morning to you, lovely Michaela. Thank you for coming in to talk to me this morning. Thank you. Yeah. It'll be warm where you are, golfer, get away. Oh, I think the golf starts this weekend or something. They were talking about the golf on the radio this morning. And I thought, golfer girl will know what that's about. My wee place will be swinging, as they say then. That doesn't mean there's a lot of people putting keys and bowls or anything. When we say something's swinging, it just means it's busy. I can see how that could be misinterpreted. So when I say up my swimming was swinging, we weren't all picking keys out of a fishbowl or nothing like that. It was just really busy. So usually when there's a golf tournament on, because it's a golf course hotel situation up there, so usually when I'm in my hot tub, I can look out at the golfers going by. It's quite a posh place, but I'm in it, so it can't be that posh. Maybe I just bring the place down. I'm up early anyway, I won't bring the place down. God, I've been a member up there for, 4 years, 5 years, something like that. That's a long time. When I think about it, it must be about 4 years. There's another T-shirt. That's when. I don't think that's a pop group, isn't it? Not. Listen, I'm an old lady. I don't know what this is. He's got T-shirts that's got the devil on it. Not that my son ever worships Satan or anything like that, right? I'd be like, no, we're not having Satan worshipping in this house. He goes about with stuff like that. I don't know if it's just for a rise out of people. Look at him, he's badass with the satanic top on. I don't know, he just likes to wear it, I suppose. But nobody worships Satan in this house. Rest assured. In fact, he's also got a set of rosary beads, my son, in there, so. He just wears wild t-shirts. But I think all his friends are like that. You know, one of his friends has got long hair and stuff, and they play the guitar. I think they're going to be in pop groups when they're older. He's going to be 21 this year, my son. Can you believe it? 21. That means he can booze it up in the USA. He's been boozing it up in the UK since he's been 18. But in the USA, you've got to be 21, so it means that he can go over there and have a refreshment or two. See, our wee fella, he's 5 months and he's just found his feet. So he has. So the other day when I had him, I was sitting him up on the couch, and I was sitting him so he was kind of sitting forward a bit, and he was grabbing his wee toes, and I was thinking to myself, it's only a matter of time and these toes are going to be in his mouth. You know, he's going to chomp down on a toe, and it might be painful because he's got wee hard gums as well. Oh God, I know. See, this is it. The was it last weekend, the Scottish Open? See, I don't know. Is there another golfing? Is there another golfing thing? This. Oh, wait till I tell Amanda. Wait till I tell Amanda, because see, my therapist as well, and was saying to her, you know, I've got a grandson now and all this, right? And she says, right, so what's your daughter's name? And I was like, Amanda, and what's your grandson's name? I went, Xander with an X, and she went, do you know, that's a very popular name now, isn't it, right? And I thought, wait till I tell Amanda that, because Amanda thinks it's like nobody else should have that name. That's only his name and no one else's name. I said to her, she was going, I don't believe that and everything. I'll tell you, that's what the therapist said, or doctor, or whatever the hell she is, psychologist. I really don't know the difference between them. I know that she's a doctor. The last lady I seen wasn't a doctor. This is a doctor someday or another. Is it the British Open this weekend? That must have been what they were talking about then this morning, Golfer Girl. It must have been that then. Because we're talking golf. My wee place will probably still end up busy. I tell you, there's dedication for you, they guys up there, or girls up there. The golf, no matter what the rain, if it's raining, they're out there. I don't think they go out when it's thunder and lightning, though, don't they not? But it can be absolutely hammering down with raining. They're still out. It's like fishermen, they're still out there. There's wee golf carts. I was thinking that I'd have a wee golf cart. I'd be going about the place with that. Wheelies on the green. Like that. Yeah, no, we would love that. Here, listen, he would be fine in Las Vegas. It's me you've got to worry about, Marshall. I'd get locked up. Yes, I'll forward it to her Golfer Girl. She won't be happy though. She will not be happy. Because she thinks, see, now I remember being like that when I called Sophie, there wasn't any Sophies about. There was only one Sophie that we ever knew, and it was a girl that was on a show called Home and Away. And I remember when I had gave birth to Sophie, and we were going, oh yeah, Home and Away fan. I was like, no, really. Well, there's a girl in that called Sophie. I said, oh, is there? And before you knew it, there was Sophies everywhere. So it just shows you how names come in and out of fashion. But do you know what you won't see? A baby called Linda. Linda is an old person's name now. You won't see a wee baby. This is baby Linda. There's no Lindas anymore. I'm a dying breed here. Save the Lindas. I should have a plaque. I should be stomping about the street. I should be stalking the maternity clinics. Have you thought about Linda for a name? There's no Lindas anymore. That's a good name for your child. Even if it's a boy. Just call him Linda. Oh, what was yes, my tingle pink. Ooh, listen, Pip, I'd end up, because I would want to see the naughty shows. I'd want to see the showgirls and stuff like that. That's what I want to see, that kind of thing. You know, Celine Dion's alright, but I want to see the naughty stuff. Look, I'm just been true to myself. You know, you've stuck with me all this time. I think you know now where you know what I like. Naughty stuff. I love a bit of that, a bit of naughty stuff. Oh, here I come then. Amsterdam next. Thank you very much, Michelle, for the beautiful offer. I will let you know if I ever decide to come, and I'll take you out for a steak dinner. That's what I'll do. You'll need to help me with tipping though. That was something I could never get. You know how I'm daft. I'm not very good at reading or anything like that. You know, school wasn't my thing. So I don't know how you work out the tax. People are saying like 10% or 20% or something like that. I don't know what that is, pal. What is 20%? I don't know. Is it 20 pence? I don't know. What is 20%? I don't know. But just tell me how many dollars. I don't know how much to... And I would never want to give someone a horrible tip. Do you know what I mean? I would look at her. Imagine her only giving us $5. Is that not enough? I don't know. We don't do that in the UK. We don't do that. The only people I tip is like the delivery drivers that bring your curry on a Saturday night. You know, the Chinese or the Indians or whatever fast food. They get a tip, but that's about it. We don't tip people in shops or nothing like that. It's not something that we do. See, Michelle, that's swayed me to come even more now. Somebody walking down the street naked sounds like I should be there. That sounds like I'd fit in absolutely great. I'd fit in wonderfully. May I say you're looking fantastic today, dear? You're looking fantastic today. Oh yes, those shoes really look good on you. Well done. That's what you should be like. Don't talk to her. I'm just talking to the people. Can I talk to the people? Don't encourage them. What? Yeah, come on home to our house. Party in Heather and Marshall's. Woot woot. Spring break. Spring break. I know, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Send her back to Scotland, for God's sake. Don't ever stay away from her channel. Don't look her in the eye again. Yeah, there's no Garys. There's no many Garys either, is there? It's funny though how names come in and out of fashion like that. Elizabeth's quite an old... My granny was called Elizabeth. I don't know any baby Elizabeths either. And that's a kind of royal name, so you think a lot of people would call their kids Elizabeth. Maybe there is. I don't know, but you don't hear Linda's. And my mum's name is Agnes. You definitely don't hear any Agneses. That's a Glaswegian name. Ejavir Samar, good morning. Good morning. Baby, this is my child, baby Agnes. You don't get Agneses. And you also get Sengas, which is Agnes backwards. So these are old Glaswegian names, Agnes and Senga. Aye, my name's Senga Figleska. What about it? You know what I mean? That was like, oh, stay away from Big Senga, by the way. A Big Bertha, Big Bertha, Big Bertha. In fact, I think we called a lady Big Bertha. She was, and I feel bad, this was in my youth. And there was a lady that was probably slimmer than I am just now. We used to call her Big Bertha. I remember she chased us with an umbrella one time. That was back in the day. We were all kissing each other and all that. That's what it was about, and you know, trying to act tough. Hey, Bertha, and she chased us. I was off. I was away. Yeah, Lauren Nigel. Oh. I remember, this is a true name as well. I swear this is absolutely true. And we were wanting credit one time, right? We were broke, and it was coming up to Christmas time, and we wanted to get the kids some toys from Toys R Us. So you can go in and you can get credit kind of thing. So my ex-husband, he was like, right, we'll get credit for £300 or something, right? This was back in the day, back in the 90s. And he had to fill in this application form that had his work's name and number. And my ex-husband's boss used to be called Justin, second name Venton. So when you say it together, it's Justin Venton, right? And he had to say to the people in Toys R Us, that sounds like a fake name there, the Justin Venton, as if I've just invented that name, but that's the guy's name, and it is Justin Venton. His mum and dad must have been like, I'm going to screw with him for his life. Here, pal, see Justin. That's it, that's his name, Justin Venton. Ah, that was a true name. It's like if you were to be called Helen and your second name was Back. You know, some names should never be put together. Although I could be badass if you were Helen Back. See, if your name was Helen Back, I think that would be a badass name, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be like just inventing? Like, my name's Helen Back. You know, it's got a good ring to it. It's like a 007. You could be a superhero with that kind of name, I think. Some people must be like, ha ha ha, I'm going to mess with this child's future. You know what I mean? Wayne Carr. Aye. That's a bad one as well, isn't it? You'd need to watch the way you said Wayne Carr. Yeah. You'd need to watch that if you said it the wrong way. And you would, let's face it, bend over. That's one. Or my dad used to tell me this, but I think it was a lot of rubbish, right? That there was a Indian gentleman that worked with my dad. In fact, it was the same guy that he showed my dad how to make a real Indian curry and with spices and stuff like that to use. And his name apparently, I don't think so, was called Maboza, and his second name was Richie. So I think my dad was at it with that one. Maboza Richie. That's... And see if that is the man's name. I just... What a shame. I'd have changed my name, I think. Anita Ba. Yeah, Teresa Green. Aye, the old ones. So, but that was the actual name of my ex-husband's boss, Justin Venton. And we were in trying to get credit. I was like, we're never going to get credit with your boss's name being that. You're going to think we're at it. But we did. We got the Santa came that year. Into a struggle for parents. When your kids like, I want a PlayStation 4 and I want a mobile phone and I want a car and all of this and all of that. So a tiara, diamonds. Into a lot of pressure and parents. I feel for parents at Christmas time. Here's another one of my son's. I don't know what the hell that is. See, this is a kind of dark. What is this? I don't know. The Walking Dead. That's the kind of stuff he likes to wear. Very jolly young man. That is my son. I know. See, this is it's sometimes when you put two names together, it's like it's funny. Scott Sheg. Yes. That's a good one. Yeah. Aye, my boss Richie. See if that was the man's name. Well, what can I say about the parents? I really don't think an Indian man would have the second name Richie though. So I'm calling probably bullshit on my dad's story. I really can't see an Indian gentleman having the second name Richie. I could be wrong, but I think it's just for a laugh. Oh, there's my beautiful sky. Oh my God. Oh my God, the car started to burn. Did it blow up, Sky? And more importantly, what were the firemen like? Sorry, was everyone okay? It definitely was, Lauren, eh? Because a Indian gentleman's not going to have the second name Richie. That didn't click on me when I was younger. I was like, I'm telling you, my dad's pal, that's what his name is, my boss, Richie. Oh my God, Sky! Was everyone okay? Oh my God, now that's something that doesn't happen every day. See, some people don't realise the dangers of fire and stuff. Oh my God. See, I remember, and it probably young people that not been thinking. I remember the set fire to. See, when I took you up Palace Rick, remember the place that just had a couple of. Have a lot of animals, and it used to have wolves and all this up there, so it did wild cats and everything like that. And somebody'd set a fire up there, and it spread like wildfire, basically. And the wee animals, a lot of the wee animals died and stuff like that. And we could see just a line like that of just fire up there, and that's what it would be. It'd be like teenagers or something starting a fire, thinking they're funny, and devastation happened. Oh my goodness. Is your mum and everyone okay, Sky? I mean, that's fear right there, isn't it? If it's, especially if you don't know what's happened. If all you see is a car on fire, you're going to think, is it like terrorism or something? Because that's what I think of. I think, oh my God, what's happening? What is that? It looks like ink on my top. I don't know what it is. I'll just be wearing the top with ink on it, that's for sure. There we go. I don't know how that happened. Yes, Edge of Earsma, that's what they do here as well for kicks. Oh yes, if there was that's it. If there's a wind, in fact, my lovely friend Rosie, who stays in Santa Rosa in California, they get terrible wildfires, and I remember being frightened for her because there was one live stream she does. She live streams all the time, sweet Rosie, and you could just see the air was absolutely thick as smoke, and it was like there was a fire right round our whole area because of the wind. The wind was quite picking it up and just moving the fire on. So it's fire's not to be played with. Fire is not to be played with. But kids do that kind of thing. But all the animals, a lot of the animals died up in Palace Rig after that fire. It was devastating to, because they couldn't let the animals out. You know, there was wolves and wildcats and everything, and they're just all shame. I don't even know if they ever caught whoever done that. See, that's what I'm in a council estate here, Edge of Earsmar. I'm in the 50th. As you see, Edge of Earsmar, did you see my picture on Facebook? The wee Neds at the weekend ripped the signpost out for the street and just lay it at the bottom of my drive. See, if the police would have chat my door and said, "Did you put that there?" I'd say, "You need to come in, officer, to explain to you what happened," right? And then I would snag them in here, and then I'd go into how it wasn't me that had done it, but I knew that he wanted to come into the house to just question me because he was after me. Nothing like desperation, eh? Oh, I'll come in and I'll explain how the signpost got to the bottom of my driveway. There I'm blaming the wee Neds. You can visualise me out there on a Saturday like that, trying to get the post out the ground. I will get the police here one day. Officer, there seems to be a street sign in my driveway if you want to come and see it. Mean CCTV like that with a shovel. Do you know, it sounds funny, but I can actually see myself doing it. I can see myself doing stuff like that. And do you know, it'd be like a dare. If somebody said, you can't do that, how much do you want to bet? A fiver? A fiver, I can get that signpost out the ground. Right, you're on. Don't dare me to do things because right then, it's a dare. Well, I've got to do it then, I've got to man up. If it's a dare. That got me into a lot of trouble when I was a wee girl doing stuff that was, I dare you. Right then. And then getting into trouble. They dared me to do it, Mum, they dared me. My mum would be like, yes, I know, Sky, this is it. They just don't think, kids just don't think. They get a box of matches or a lighter and they think it's great fun. It's horrible. Fire is so dangerous, especially if there's a wee bit of wind next to people's houses and stuff like that. Edge of ASMR, thank you for coming in, and I will see you next time. Have a lovely day. Yeah, so I don't know what was happening at the weekend. It was because it was so warm. And we had the naked man, well, apparently he was semi-naked, down the dual carriageway the other day, just walking on the road, dual carriageway, and just walking, staggering, I should say, because people didn't know if he was drunk or on some kind of drugs. I don't know if they found the man yet. So maybe the man's not been found yet. I've not heard any updates on that man. But people do stupid things in the summer in Scotland because we're not used to the heat. And the first thing everybody wants to do is sit out in their garden naked, or well, close to naked. And some people put baby oil on. Don't ever do that. Your skin's the largest organ of your body. You've got to look after your skin. It's very important. It's no joke. Skin cancer is no joke, by the way. So always put on your sunblock, your hat, all that kind of stuff. But that goes out the window, as they say here, if it's a wee bit sunny. And then they also like to drink a multitude of alcohol as well and really dehydrate themselves right out. That's what they like to do in Scotland. It's a funny place. Apart from all of that, it's a lovely place to visit. See if you can get over the wee neds, the weather and all the rest. Scotland's fine. Scotland's for you if you can get over all of that and the fact that I live here. It's a lovely, lovely place. Oh dear. Do you know this? It's like a magic basket. This because I've done a lot and it's still full to the brim. Oh, Lauren, I'm constantly telling myself I'm on a blooming diet. Constantly. One of these days I'll be nice and thin again. I've got jeans in my wardrobe I refuse to put out. I have oh I know, see see when you've got kids, it does stuff to your body. Your body's like this forever. But I've got denims, I've got jeans in my wardrobe I will not throw out because I'm like, I'll get into them one day. That's going to be my scent. See the jeans there? I'm going to get into them. Just bring them out and look at them. Do you want to wear these jeans, Linda? Do you want to wear them? Stop eating then. And then, oh, there's an egg McMuffin. Big Mac. Like Homer. I'll start tomorrow then. I'll eat the McDonald's today, but tomorrow we're definitely starting a diet. Ooh, Chinese food. So, enjoy yourself is what I enjoy myself. So enjoy yourself is the main thing. See, when I fell pregnant with Sophie, I was only 7.5 stone. There you are. I was only a wee skinny lassie, so I was. One day I shall be that skinny lassie again. I wouldn't go down to 7.5 stone now. I'd probably 9. See if I went to 9 stone, I would be happy with that. Let me go to 9 stone. I'll be okay. That'll be fine for me. A wee bit of chunk on me. Something to hold on to then. Aye. So hot. Oh, do you know what? I don't even know if I can be bothered doing the rest of that actually. Yes, just a see. This is and I do my swimming. I do my swimming every morning, and I think to myself, that should be taking the weight off, but it doesn't because I go. Do you know what? Have that packet of crisps. Have it. Have the packet of crisps, Linda. You swam this morning. It's the angel and demon on my shoulders. Go on, have the egg McMuffin. Don't eat the egg McMuffin, Linda. And then this one's throwing a pitchfork at that one. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go now. I might just hang up the clothes because I've done quite a lot today and I can't be bothered. It's too hot. So I will be back tomorrow to see you. I hope you have a lovely day. If you are in somewhere warm, stay nice and cool. Lots of fluids, lots of water, ice cubes, all that kind of stuff. Sky, look after yourself and everything and take care of your mum and all that. So I'll be back again tomorrow and I will give you all a big kiss now and I'll see you then. Bye everyone.